What's your deal?
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
I guess.
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
That seems harsh.
That is not all she says. She says you know
Nothing.
nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
I did not. That is not. That is... You have been spread with false information here.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war.
That is also an exaggeration.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Different from the dark side, I think.
I believe that is the extent of your expressed feelings.
That's about it.
There are variations
just that you're
at times,
a dark, evil
all
person
rise from the
that
same
can never be
foundation.
redeemed. That's about it.
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris
I
fight,
have to fight her?
I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
So when I just whirlwind everybody I possibly can, what does that express? What kind of feelings am I letting out there?
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask.
What's with your hood being down?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the
Your
company
face?
of others.
What? I mean, I guess, no offense, but, like, do you honor the face of your... Did you, like, take her face off? I'm sorry. I'm really focused on face off right now.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
If only I was going to come with you on your ship and your adventures, but I would only do that if you were a handsome man. I guess I'll be... Actually, hang on.
You may ask. She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
We already talked about this, didn't we?
That is
I
not
said I
all
don't
she
want to talk
says.
about it.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Soft.
Please, I
Okay,
wish
okay,
to know.
okay. Hang on. That seems most similar to what Yoda said.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your
Please stop
knowledge with
calling me
me.
Exile. Heh. Alright. Oh, there's more of you.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main
Irrigation?
panel room. in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. They were caged for your safety until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted.
That's
but
because
he
you're
chose
all
not
hot.
to. You are the one who is mistaken. It requires you know what to look for. He has had some Echani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well. I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
Fair enough. Ebonok.
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you
I
remain
don't
in
like
her
the way
service.
that's phrased. I wish it was work with her rather than remain in her service. That I do not like the way that is phrased. Regardless, I'll be going now. Ah, hey guys, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize you were in here yet. Okay. Yeah, yes. Yeah.
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
Can we wait until Bao-Dur is awake just so I don't have to explain this twice?
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you
What?
are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist.
So
tricks
mind
of the
tricks
mind.
don't work if
This
I'm going to fight them
discipline
again.
blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force sensitive. Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be
Kriya
gained.
would never invade the mind of someone else because they were curious about their history. No one would ever do that. Is Atten still asleep? Why is he not chiming in? There's nothing to be gained. Yeah.
Very well. Let us depart.
Oh, yes.
He's only sleeping.
He's just
Seems
sleeping.
the journey here has fatigued him.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost.
You're cool. You're
consciousness in the
good. You're
crash.
cool.
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm.
Wait, was power not restored? And if so, did somebody just take the arm separately and bring it to you and position it where it needed to be so that when it repowered, your arm would be... whatever, that's weird. Okay,
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room,
your voice is so
it
creepy.
looks part of a huge polar irrigation
You
system.
seem like such a nice guy, but
possibly
your voice is so
planet-wide,
creepy.
like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship. Very well, General.
Yes. Hey, I gained influence with Bao-Dur. Oh, jeez, you're not looking good, buddy.
Yeah?
Sure. Sure. Anyways. Nice. It's gonna take their shields. You like that, Bao-Dur? You like how we're taking their shields? It's like amazing here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Hey, why did you guys steal my droid and imprison him?
It looks badly damaged. Dissected.
What is... I guess that's a no? I do like T3. He's cute. Like, obviously he has very little personality, even in comparison with R2. And he basically just fulfills the role of R2. But I think he's cute. I like him. And I gained influence with him, which is good. Pro tip, don't bully people and blame them for the ship getting stolen, and they will like you more than if you did do that. Next time. I really want to make a lightsaber, but gotta wait on that one, I think. Don't have any crystals. Anything else? Gotta check, always worth checking. I guess not. Alright, bye, spooky, snowy, scary palette. Yeah, I know. Alright, are we getting off Telos, or are we going back to the core place? We do need to pick up our bounty, don't we?
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet,
The F does that mean?
Until we see lines.
What does a Dejaric board of a planet mean? That it was... What, that it was, like, gentrified or segregated? Like, what? That there were battles on it a lot? What? Nobody says, like, a chessboard of a city. Like, that analogy just doesn't make any sense. I like how he very clearly slowed down his speech here so we could understand it.
What does the machine say? We seem to have found it.
What? No, T3 found it, and then I found it when T3 told me. Don't say we like you take credit. Hello.
Do you know why?
Hey, it's Ed Asner. By the way, that's not a joke. That actually is the voice of Ed Asner. I feel like back then I was pretty sassy.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full
That's Tom
circle
Kane.
to return to the Jedi.
Why did
I
you
don't know
do
who that
this?
is.
The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself.
That's, I don't know if those
We feel
that
that you're true
follows.
understanding
That
of
seems
what
like a
happened
bit
in
of a non
Malachor
sequitur.
5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are
That was
Jedi
quick.
no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Oh, okay. Did the lightsaber turn off? Because the hum is gone. And if so, what's keeping it in the thing?
Much defiance in
It's a little
that.
unclear.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there.
When
More
she was
like-
here, I felt like she was
Revan's
not
influence
here.
has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not
Ed
cast
Asner
blame.
kind of did.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
Who is she
You
looking
are
at?
wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was
Stop
of the
saying
dark
that.
side.
Stop spreading
We should
rumors
not
about
have let
me.
her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Great. Even when I'm out of the room, they're like,
Jedi sure love their secrets,
what about the
don't they?
secret? Should we talk about the secret? No, we'll never tell her the secret. I mean, that's also helpful. But I still want to know if there's more. Alright, fine. Aha! He is still alive. He's okay. We got Walrus Man's on Nar Shaddaa. Doing underground. What are you doing on Cor? You're a Jedi Master. What are you doing on Korriban? Yeah, Master Atris. Okay, see, Jedi are called Masters. So why does she want to be called Mistress all of a sudden? There's only one real explanation, if you ask me. But I'll leave that to the fanfiction. I knew all those people, and they were all alive still.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
I was about to sneeze. There we go. We do need their help. Okay, I guess that's the end of the conversation, apparently.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
I would like my old one back. Just taken.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Fair enough.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. We need a power cell,
Emitter-matrix,
emitter-matrix, lens, and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means.
I'm a Jedi, I can figure it out.
Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed...
Yeah, I know, I've made one before.
...as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Thank you. Oh wow, I'm talking to everybody today.
For the last
Stop being
time.
racist.
No.
Please stop.
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Maybe the computer's just smart?
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically.
There's a lot of conversations happening at once.
I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too.
No, I like them.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Please stop. Please do not subject him to your weird droid fetish.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Well, I just have to accept it?
Good. Now let's get started.
That's really creepy.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, we're done with conversations. Good. I feel like we should go to Dantooine first, just because A, that's where they're supposed to be, and B, what do you call it? I don't know. We already know that character because he was in KOTOR 1.